something I've been working on, kind of as a side note. You can review it if you'd like. It's here at hoggemhouse.fyi/artifacts.html. Make a brief overview here. And here's how to prophesy. My Medium profile, medium.com. I prophesy by emote, I prophesy by emoji, I prophesy by spirit, I prophesy by hand. These are statements on the systematic occult system, what it stands for, and why they do what they do. Prophesy by hand would probably be the first one to go to. This is when you want to talk. You can communicate at such a level emotionally that you can start predicting each other's emotions. It's the most by hand practical kind of regular way of learning how to prophesy. It's the most efficient too, one of the most efficient, I would say. Basically, you have conversations and you try to predict how that person's day is going to go. Remember not to use analytical thinking or logical thinking even. You have to use emotional thinking, which is super strange for people to do. So after about 70 weeks, you should be able to prophesy a little bit. And if you're very good, you've got to do it in about 40 weeks and then learn how to be a god in about 3 or 4 years. Okay. At some point, when you get to about week 4 to 10, if you're really working hard at it, like a job almost, and trying to study the emotions around you, you should be able to spot the Holy Ghost and start saying, "Wow, that guy's got the Holy Ghost," or her, or that girl's, or young man, or woman, or adult, or whoever. That's the Holy Ghost I just saw, which is a good and bad thing. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, but yeah, it means they're trying to change the fabric of reality to help somebody or something occur that's gonna save somebody or protect somebody, usually, or to happen. That's gonna, yeah, it's different. Something to do or stop or slow or whatever they're trying to investigate in reality. That's why people say when you give your heart to God, you can help the universe be healthier. So most people just do it by default. If you had a whole planet full of atheists, it'd be really hard to. The planet would probably fall apart pretty quick, because if you don't have the Holy Ghost as a band-aid system, sort of, for people who screw up a lot, you could do it. You can do it. It's just not always as effective as some people don't have the emotional intelligence or time to build their emotional intelligence to get to a level where they can either communicate healthily, or they don't know how to prophesy, or they need somebody to sort of guide them and protect them, which is good. That's the whole point of we're not bugs. We're not like animals. Like people think, well, that means I'm an animal. That means I'm a bug. And if God has to tell me what to do, we're dumb. We're created by a dumb person. It just means that when you get near your toughest times, God can step in, or your archangel, who's a woman, can step in and say, like, this is what's going to happen if you do that, or this decision tree. It's typically, it should be just like once or twice in a lifetime. Right now, it's like once or twice every couple hours for most people, where gods and archangels are protecting you if you're with the spirit. So yeah, it's crazy. Prophecy by hand, prophecy by emote. So prophecy by emote is linguistic, by lettering. So each letter represents something, sort of. And when you say a big word like Aden, Zweden, Zuden, Zoten, Zorden, Ziegen, 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 Zaden, Ziegen, Zoten, Rokorst, and Thurs, BDBs, and you can go on forever like that. Create a big, fancy, old Irish heart talk word for, or language communication system to discuss how you're feeling, or what's going on around you, or what people are doing that's wrong or right. So I got up to Q20, so I'm going to go into prophesy by spirit. And Q20, once you get to Q20, if you can't make your own sentences describe Q21 and Q22, then you haven't done it properly. So I just got to Q20 and went, you know what? If they're smart enough, they'll know what to do. So these are different ways of doing quanta, which is experience, and then quantum is when you learn to calculate quanta. So you can produce it in your mind. You can read and write almost in emotional speak. So like I can move my hand to the right or something, or map an object of movement, like my hands or my face expressions or something. You can learn to map your emotions to your hands. This is having facial expressions, your hands just calculate, which is weird. Okay, so that's how that's done. Let me get my mic a little bit closer to my mouth. So to brief